Running a business today is faster and more complex than ever. You're expected to make smart decisions on tight timelines, but I'm going to show you the advisory team available 24/7 right in your pocket. CoreBrain JT1 is that AI department. I'm going to start by choosing a brain and a business activity. We're going to go ahead and ask JT1, I have a trades business, plumbing, and my revenue has been between 1.2 and 1.5 million the last 3 years. I am interested in growing it to a revenue of $2 million with an EBITDA or profit margin, net profit margin of 15 to 18%. My current profit margin is sitting at 5.8% for 2026. What are the top 5 reasons that businesses such as mine get stuck at this revenue and this profit level? And remedy the situation. Recommend 5 powerful actions I can take today to improve my top line revenue as well as my bottom line profitability. So now what's happening is I've outlined what my business is, where I was in growth, and where I'm stuck at revenue. And I'm just going to let it go. It's basically saying the 5 reasons that businesses such as mine get stuck at this revenue wrong. And it's going to then give us some actionable items. So here come the actions to hit 2 million revenue and increase my margin to 15%. And it's breaking down what we can do in order to make that happen. I'm not going to go into detail with this, but I wanted to show you how rapidly it creates that plan for you. And it's giving me even the math, it's calculating the math. What do I need to do in order to get there? What do I need to do Monday through Friday? What do I need to track? Where am I going? And so it's going to ask which of the actions feel the most urgent to me, or do I want to do a deeper breakdown on one specific lever? So what I'm going to do is it's saying to fix the margins first. Obviously, if I don't have at least a 10% profit margin, it means that my business is at risk. So my next move is going to be margins. So I'm going to go to the CEO and I'm going to say, based on the above, it looks to me like fixing the margins first is a necessity, because the reality is my business could be at risk if it's this low. What actions based on everything above make the most sense from a CEO perspective so that I can actually address this in a way that's sustainable? The fear that I have is if I raise my prices too much or too fast, I might lose clientele. Please walk me through what that pulling the pricing lever might do. What are the risks there associated with that? And how do I mitigate that? And what are the actions that I need to take immediately in order to move forward on this? So I'm basically asking it to deep dive on the net margin, because really it doesn't matter how much we make. And what matters is how much we keep in business. And so here's the CEO. What we need to do, what does it look like, the decision math behind this, what do we need to think about, the risks that we have, and how to mitigate the risks. Do you see how rapidly this happens? We can immediately then go, if we want, to the CFO brain and upload our financials so that it can get very specific about what we're doing. And if you have, for example, House Call Pro or one of the other technologies that you're using, you can easily export that and pull this in. So it's asking questions so it can give exact numbers and exact things. So what are your diagnostics? What are your hourly rates? What are your after hour rates, etc.? Because it'll give us a plan, excuse me, in order to move this forward. I'm not going to do that because I made this example up. So I don't actually have CFO, like have something to upload to the CFO. But if I wanted to, I would just go over here and choose the CFO brain. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the marketing, the sales and closer brain, the marketing and branding brain. And I'm going to say, Fantastic. I don't have specific service pricing at the moment at my fingertips, but what I really would like to know is if I'm going to go ahead and grow revenue, what is the positioning that I need to have? Give me an example of a marketing message that really tightens in and allows me to charge, sort of top of market pricing so that I can sustainably grow my revenue. And so one of the things where most, especially trades businesses in my experience, and even some medical clinics are like this as well, positioning is the challenge. And so everybody says, I have great customer service. Everybody says I have excellent delivery or I'm great at what I do. But the reality is the real value is what sets you apart. So I'm going to give you an example. I have a client and their unique selling proposition is that their team of trades personnel are people that women, when home alone or with their children, feel comfortable with them entering their homes. They feel like they're explained on their level. So it really looks like, how do I position myself? And it gave us some good, simple, premium, defensible positioning that we can own, and how do we want to present ourselves. We want speed with reliability. We want certainty, protection. We want respect. Do we have clean home protocols? Do we leave the house more clean than how we found it? Do we have professional techs? What does this look like? And so we choose this, and it asked a couple of questions. And this is what I really want to point out to you. Like, if we answer these inputs, it will give us this precise marketing message in order to give us what we need to update our website, to put on our social media, to position that, hey, we're not the cheapest. However, we are the best. How can we become that premium offer? And then I'm going to go immediately into the sales brain, because the sales and closing is what really matters. And I'm going to say, fantastic. We're positioned as, we're not the cheapest, but we do have premium offers that really supports our pricing. We're leaving the home nicer than what we found it. We have professional techs. We have some of the things that are premium capabilities, such as we're 24/7. We offer camera inspections. We give you photographs before and after. We've been in business for X amount of years. Here are our reviews, etc. Now we're raising prices. Help me to script out the sale of, and let's use the example of a water heater. We're about $200 more than everybody else, but we come with sheetrock repair internally in-house to make sure that the entire work is done exactly as you need, and it's all patched out without you having to engage a different contractor. Please put together a sales script that's going to close the deal. So why did we do this? Because if we get everything put together right off the bat, we're able to understand how do we fix our margins, have a plan of attack so that we can do so. We're able to look at the pricing lever in this particular example, raise our prices so that we're closer to the top of market instead of sitting in the absolute minimum, but we're justifying what that is. And in order to do that and have that positioning, we need to have salespeople who can close. And so we want anybody who's going out, any of our techs who are going out, to be able to frame the value clearly, acknowledge the price without apologizing, and close with confidence. So what we've done is we've got two different closings. We've got the left brain script for the people who are really detail focused, and it literally spits out this. And then we have the right brain scripts, the emotional buyer, which is most buyers really, the trust and comfort focused. And so it has put together these, and then it gives you sales flow tips. What do we need to do? And next step is role playing, which we can actually do here. It's possible. We can also have it make a call script. Yes, please provide the call script for your CSR. Okay, and then I'm just going to let it run, but it's going to put together the script while we talk. And I want to just sort of wrap this up saying what we have done in literally less than 10 minutes is come up with, hey, this is what our revenue is. This is what our goal is. This is where we're stuck. It came up with what to do daily, weekly, and monthly in order to get what we're going. And then I'm going to stop the share. Once we did that, We were able to hit it from a marketing positioning standpoint and branding. How do we need to shift our messaging if we're going to raise our prices so that we still are able to attract clients and also close the deal? So we moved into the sales and closer brain so that we could have the sales reps ready for either our CSRs or our technicians who are going out and making the proposals and doing the actual work. So as you can see, this is a really detailed example of how you can leverage an advisory board in your pocket. And I've been a business coach and consultant for over a decade. People pay a lot of money for business coaching and for business consulting. And the other side of that is a lot of people are going to your generalist, your ChatGPT or Claude or the others. Those are still generalist information scraped from the internet. It's not specific to you, to your business. It's not written by decades of experience entrepreneurs in your industry. We designed this specifically as a closed system that's private. We never train on your data because we want to not sacrifice the integrity of our board of advisors. These are some of the top advisors in the world across all industries who have put their brains into this so that you, the small business owner, can leverage the knowledge, expertise, lived experiences, and understand how to differentiate yourself in the marketplace. It's something that, quite frankly, side by side by Chat or Claude or any of the others, they just fail to have the depth and the specialization to what you're doing in order to provide that plan. If you're interested in picking this up, I recommend that you do so. It's cheaper than a cup of coffee every day. It's about $3.80 a day or $13.98 for the year. And what you're getting is not only this, but you also get included the big four. So we can toggle into the open source arena, and it's providing you with a pro version of Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, and Grok. That way you're not losing any functionality in the open source world. You're able to leverage both. It's a yes and solution. Also, we offer a bonus of a masterclass, and you can join my AI trainings and demos every single week. I host them weekly, and we have different topics. We'll walk through how to use this so that you can impact your business immediately and positively and achieve the goals that you desire.